Welcome to a little quick Bowspring practice. I'm not sure what level, maybe level 1.5 or 2. It'll go where it goes. And it'll just be pretty quick. So we'll fire it up. We'll have a little bit of core in there. That's all I can say about this for now. I just don't know what to expect because I don't know what's going to happen right now.
Just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow. So have fun, and it should be around 20 minutes, so don't take any breaks. I'm just kidding. Okay. We're going to start standing. So come to the top of your mat. And feet as wide. No, not as wide. Actually, yeah. Feet as wide as the mat. Mm-hmm. Cool. And I want you to pivot your feet out a little bit so that when you bend your knees, just a little bit, so that your knees stay in line with your feet. I feel like this allows my pelvic floor to open up a little bit more, like lower back can maintain its lower back curve. Cool, so let's bend your knees a lot and take your hands to your knees and cup your knees and allow your heart to lift high, bow your belly forward, glutes lift up and back. Why? Because we're going to push knees out. So I love finding this big stretch. I feel like I can get like a big belly stretch. Yeah, awesome. And then take your right hand to your left outside thigh, or you're just above your knee, and ecstasy your left hand. And just arch over to the right. Find a big, wide-legged, deep side bend. Left thigh is going to pull against right hand. She's going to imagine she has these helium balloons in her left side ribs, lifting her up. Yes. Cool. Come back to center and switch sides. Left hand catches the outside edge of right thigh, just above your knee or anywhere that feels like appropriate. And then ecstasy right hand and reach that right elbow all the way over to the left, thinking about those imaginary helium balloons in the pocket of her side right ribs, lifting her up. Hips stay back and knees keep pushing outwards. Yow yow. Come back up to center. Yeah. Reach your arms forward. Make soft fist seed hands. Push those arms forward so much. I think when we take our arms out in front of us, a tendency is to pull our shoulders back. So pushing out like you're trying to punch into me that you can't quite reach. Knees bend and sit low like big booty squat. Booty back, and then little bounce, 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 bounce. Yep, bounce, bounce. Knees keep pushing out. Heart keeps lifted high. Chin stays lifted. Throat stays open, and she's pushing her arms forward. Cool. And come back up. Little heel toe your feet to hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Take your hands into globe. Fingertips connect. Elbows push forward. Big circle from above, so we stay broad through our shoulders. Take a mini step back with your right foot. Little mini lunge. Yes, awesome. Now bend your knees a lot and glide your hips back. Little twist to the left. Parallel park your right glute as you go. So a little pickup of the right glute helps to keep your hips even when you twist. Knees keep pushing out energetically to keep glutes engaged, lifting upwards. And then we're just twisting with the ribs, so nothing exaggerated, no heavy twists here, just twisting to our capacity. Chin stays lifted, chin stays in line with your sternum. Come back to center. Drop your front heel, big bend in your knees to pick your back foot up, propeller pose. Awesome. A couple of bends and extends into your standing leg. Hamstring curl thing with your right heel pulling towards your right glute. Elbows reach forward and chin stays lifted. We're going to come all the way down. Both hands meet the mat, dome to bright, touch down, hitch kick side to side. Awesome. And next time you land on your right foot. Yeah, propeller pose, come back into it. Super bend into right foot, propeller pose, reach your elbows forward. Cool, let's take our left leg, swing it over, number 4. Cross ankle squat. Yes, and narrow your left knee more towards the front of the room. Yeah, you can release your hands, one to the inside and one to your ankle. Mm-hmm. Narrow knee to hollow your groin so you can sit down and back. Glutes lift, lower back moves in. Awesome. Now slide left leg all the way over, Phoenix kickstand. Left toes half a foot ahead of your right toes, and then your back right knee pushes into the back of your front left knee. So you get that squish action, your glutes engage, both hands ecstasy, cup the back of your head, elbows hug in towards your cheeks. So you're gonna sit down and hips glide back. Big lift up, reach your forearms up towards the sky. So as she sits down, her hips glide back, and then she reaches up, trying to extend maximum length in her belly. Ribs reach away from her hips. Hands support head. Head is supported so strongly by your hands. Yeah, maybe lean it back, little back bend. Cool. Come forward. Uncross your legs. Feet hip distance apart. And rest. Release your hands. Take a full inhale. Fill your belly. Recovery pose. Full exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Cool, let's take a little step back with our left leg this time. Hands find globe, fingertips connect. Mini lunge, knees bend a lot, hips glide back. I want you to push your elbows forward, make a big circle, stay broad through your shoulders. And then we're going to twist to the right this time, picking up your left glute as you go, that little parallel park. And then just twisting with the ribs, chin stays in line with your sternum. Twist into capacity, knees energetically keep pushing outwards. Cool, Annie's hovering her front heel, option to do that. It levels it up a little bit. Chin stays lifted, eyes on the horizon. Okay, come back to center. Drop your front heel, big bend in your knees to pick your back foot up, propeller pose. Torso leans forward at a 45-degree. Standing leg stays bent, left heel energetically pulling towards left glute. Elbows reach forward, big circle from above, and then up and down on the standing leg, little isolation. Cool. Take these hands, release them from their globe, hands dome to right, touch down, hitch kick side to side. Arms push so straight, knees stay bent and open leg, 90-degree. Landing as lightly as you possibly can. Notice how Annie gets her butt back and comes way back. No, I'm just kidding. But the more she gets her butt back over her, just past her heart, the more opportunity she has to balance and find that sweet place. She's gonna go up one more time so that she can land on her left foot. Yeah. Left foot touches down, big bend in your knees, hands connect in front of you, glow, propeller pose. Yeah. Fire is in you. Take that right leg, cross it over left for that cross ankle squat. Release your hands, one to the inside of your knee and one to your ankle. Left knee, that is your right knee, narrows towards the front of the room so that you can hollow your groin, sit a little deeper. Hips move back, lower back moves in, heart's high, belly's bowed forward, chin's lifted. Now slide right leg all the way over, phoenix kickstand, right toes tap down. Half a foot ahead of your left toes, back knee squishes into the back of your front knee. Hands ecstasy, she finds all the length, lifting her ribs away from her hips. Forearms reach up towards the sky, belly lengthening pose, all sides lift up to lean back. She's supported with her toes grounding down, so strong. Rock on. Come back to center. Uncross your legs. Recovery pose. Big full inhale. Full exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Hop your feet wide and a little bit back, and together and a little bit back, and wide and a little bit back, and now you're at the back of your mat. Deep squat, knees push forward, booty moves back, reach your arms forward, little glide side to side. Yeah, awesome. And this is where tunes are super cool because we can get into it, reach your ribs side to side. Knees keep pushing out. This gets your butt engaged. It joins the party so that quads don't do all of the work. And we can be a little bit more on the paw of our foot so heels can almost be a little lighter. Yeah. Come forward, crouching cat. Let's twist our cat to the right. Toes go to the right, knees go to the right, hips sit towards your heels. Left ear drops to left shoulder, pick your right ribs up. Couple of bends and extends here. Left arm pushes so straight. I like to keep these fingers like Annie's doing connected, so I have like this line I can push into. Let's ecstasy right hand now. Cup the back of your head, elbow hugs in towards your cheek. Now reach your elbow towards the front of the mat. Such a long, beautiful stretch. You can imagine those helium balloons. They found their way back into her right side ribs and they are picking her up. Cool. Come back to center. Drop down, dome to bright. Yeah. Twist the other way. Toes to the left, knees to the left. Sit your hips towards your heels. Can you sit hips towards heels, keeping lower back moving in? Tendency will be to round through the lower back. Right ear drops to right shoulder to pick your left ribs up. Connection of those left fingers creeping forward. Big extension all along left side. Now ecstasy your left arm. Elbow hugs in towards your cheek. Reach your elbow towards the front of the room. Cool. The more you drop ear to shoulder, the more you can lift your ribs up. That helium balloon finds its way over to the left side. Pick those ribs up. Come back to center. Hop your feet together. Hop your feet apart. Hop your feet together. And then stay. What will we do here? Let's take our right ankle, cross it over for Phoenix setup. So cross ankle squat in this position. When we come forward, more plank-like position, and push the mat away to fill into your upper back. Keep that space full as you slowly lower your shin down towards the ground. Right ankle is right ahead of your left thigh, and we're going to hero that right ankle. So looks like this. This action here where we pull the top of our foot towards our knee. Cool. She's going to lower down onto her forearms now. Left heel energetically pulls towards her left glute. Think hamstring curl. So if my hand was there, I can even put my hand right here. She would be pushing into it so strong. So you can get your glutes engaged in this way. And then knees are going to push down into the mat and out to the side. This further engages glutes, lifts them up. Lower back moves in. Belly stays soft. Forearms push so strong, filling into her upper back. Top of her head reaches forward so much. Elbows energetically pull back. Yeah, all of the things. This is a super engaged pose. You can imagine like if my hands were here pulling her back and then she's reaching forward so that she's trying to get that maximum space in her belly. Cool. Walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes. Pop yourself up. Crouching cat. Let's hop our feet together and hop your feet apart. Hop your feet together and stay. Let's take left ankle crossover for falcon pose setup. Cool. Come forward, push more plank. Mat pushes, or push the mat away with your hands so strong to lower down your shin. Left ankle just ahead of your right thigh. Right heel lifts and then lowering down onto forearms, making soft seeds. Cool. And she's going to find that hamstring curl thing, left heel pulling toward, that is right heel pulling towards right glute. So that's a way we can get that back line of that leg engaged. Knees pushed down and out to the side. Yeah. Something to note about her left knee, it's ankled more up towards the top left-hand corner of the mat. So rather than being out to the side, it can find a little bit more of a diagonal 45-degree. Forearms are going to push so strong down into the mat to fill into her upper back. To find the final action, she's going to energetically pull her elbows towards her knees. This has the effect of reaching her ribs more forward, hips move more back. She can lower her chin just a little bit so that chin and sternum stay the same distance, open throat, but not crunching in the cervical spine. Rock on, walk your hands back. Tuck your toes behind you, crouching cat. Come forward into that. Actually, have a couple of bends and extends just because. And then come forward so much that we can set ourselves up for panther prep. So narrow knees to lower knees. Keep pushing the mat away to stay full and broad through your shoulders. Yow Yow. Walk knees back so you come onto the top part of your thigh, the part that doesn't feel like your knee anymore. So it's really this place right here. Hands go wide just off of the mat. And then she's going to find that hamstring curl effect with her heels pulling towards glutes so that her glutes lift up. She gets engagement there that when we can get them to participate in the party, the rest of the body has a big chance at having a big break. So she's going to come down just for a few of these, halfway, elbows out to the side, keeping space between her shoulders. The more she finds that hamstring curl thing, heels pulling in towards her glutes, like this action, if I was to come here and pull against them, the lighter this becomes. It becomes like effortless. I can't say effortless, but so light. Yeah. So when we learn to engage our butt, imagine how much less stressful every movement for the rest of our body becomes. Cool, a couple more. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. If you have somebody or like a bar you can have at home to do that, to help you understand that, it's so helpful. Awesome. And then let's come all the way down onto our tummy. And then take your elbows out in front of you, ahead of your shoulders quite a bit. Yeah, hands into prayer, thumbs meet your forehead. And just notice where your neck goes. So can we keep our chin the same distance from our sternum? So throat is open but not crunching back like this. Now she's going to push her elbows down into the mat to fill into her upper back. Energetically pull elbows back towards her knees. Knees are going to push down into the mat and energetically pull towards her elbows. She's going to find that same hamstring curl thing. So it's not a huge thing, but this will feel really strong, strengthening for your lower back. Same action here, hamstring curl, heels pull towards glutes, knees push down and forward. And you can also have the action of the knees pushing outwards as well. Yeah. Elbows push down and pull back. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Hands touch down. Tuck your back toes. Press yourself up, crouching cat. Let's just twist the cat let's go to the right for a twisted cat. Couple of bends and extends. I like to end things like kind of evenly. Yeah, awesome. And then twist to the left. Great. Now lower your right side hip down towards the ground. Reach your right arm long, coming into side bow. We won't stay here. We're just going to roll head off of bicep. Reach your arms up to the sky. Roll onto your back. We're going to get a tiny bit of core in here. So with Bowspring, we're always trying to maintain our spinal curves and find whole body engagement for movement. So Annie's going to have her lower back lifted. She's going to reach up into the sky with her seed hand so strong to stay broad through her shoulders. Upper back stays, I don't want to say flat, but full onto the mat. Chin stays lifted and throat stays open. Now move your knees a little bit away from you and reach your arms a little bit more towards me. This has the effect of lower back lifting up a little bit more and belly gets tight and engaged right away. Now, let's do an active twist. So knees to the right, arms to the left, halfway. I've been playing with extending my left leg long. Yeah. And this just gets a super awesome long line stretch along your left side. Arms push so strong. Come back to center. And twist the other way. Knees to the left, arms to the right, halfway. Finding that hamstring curl thing with heels energetically pulling towards glutes. Arms pushing so strong. And then I've been playing again with that top leg extension. So right leg extends a little bit more towards straight. Come back to center. Going back to the other direction, this time we will just add a little bicycle. So knees to the right, arms to the left, little bicycle. Come back up to center and switch directions. Knees to the left, arms to the right, little bicycle. center, then release. Big full inhale. Full exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more little core thing. Take your hands behind your head, like ecstasy arms. Elbows can hug a little bit more forward to keep this a little bit more bowspring style. Lower back's going to stay lifted as much as it can. And it's hard to do because what we're going to do is we're going to take our right knee in towards our chest and we're going to extend our left leg long out in front of us. Yeah, exactly. So this is hard. And she's got her ankles heroed here, so that action of hollowing the ankle to engage the full back line of both of her legs, so strong. Now she's going to take her left elbow to her right knee. Yeah. And then come back down, switch knees, and switch sides. Right elbow to left knee. Can you keep lower back lifted here? It's so hard. Come back down, switch sides. And I'm finding a little bit of a motion here, just switching from side to side. Because when we can get some movement, it gets a little bit of a burn. Oh, yeah. How does it feel?
It feels... Oh, it's good.
Cool. Keep your hands as they are and just come back to center, neutral. And then you're just going to switch your legs back and forth. I want you to keep your shoulders lifted. Keep your head supported by your hands. Chin stays lifted, throat stays open, but not crunching too forward and not lowering too back. How's this one?
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. Cool.
I really feel the whole core.
Yeah, it's so strong.
Back and front.
Cool. And then I think that will be all for core. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Take your right knee, cross it over for cross ankle. Yeah, we've done this a couple times, so let's finish with it as well. Pulling your left knee in towards you, either catching your knee or your top of your shin or behind your thigh. But can you keep lower back lifted? So maybe it's only taking your hands to the top of your shin. Maybe it's not even lifting your left knee. Go where you can maintain the integrity of your spine. Awesome. And then release your knee, but keep your feet as they are. And a little twist, allow your right foot to fall over to the left. I like to hold on to, as Annie is, right hand to, that is left hand to right ankle. And take your right hand into this sort of chin at bar position where fingertips are beside your ear, elbows up to the sky. Annie made a good point in another class earlier, just of noticing where your gaze is, in particular when you go onto your back, how it's often that we look at our legs and how much our gaze affects where our spine is in relation to our head and neck. Really good point. So watch where your gaze is. Can we keep our gaze, our eyes kind of where we're looking, where we need to see? So that we can be conscious of, if we're looking down, chances are our head is looking down, and then how much that impacts your spine.
Yeah, I did this.
Yeah. Come back up to center. Engage your core to do so. Uncross lower legs. And switch sides. Left knee, left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. And then option to stay here or pull in your right knee a little bit closer. Catching where it feels good. Sometimes just the shin, or sometimes nothing at all is a really great place to be. Release what you've caught, but keep your feet as they are, and we're going to just take our left foot to fall over to the right, find a little twist. Right hand catches left ankle if you like, You can find an energetic push of your left knee pushing away from you. And that is not assisted by any literal pushing. It's just what you can find within your own ability or your own capacity to find a movement on its own. Yeah, and left hand can find this chin up bar position with elbow up, reaching up to the sky. Come back up the center, engage your core to do so, and cross your legs, and then cup your knees with your hands. Allow your knees to hang heavy away from you so that your arms pull straight, shoulders spread, upper back lies broad on the mat. Little freedom pose here. Belly is long, bowing upward, lower back is lifted, chin is lifted. You can rock from side to side. And then it's resting time. Legs can splay long, arms can reach out to the side. Take a moment to integrate. Take all the time you need here. And that's going to be it for this class. Namaste.
Namaste.